Here it is, my 100th episode. I once thought it would be... But in truth, it's just... Let me lock up the bike, we'll take a hike, and I'll explain the 3 reasons why I'm okay with that. Do stay with me to the end for some bonus footage. Over the years, I've had maybe 7 or 8 YouTube channels. Some were associated with domain names, some with specific themes or topics, some with what seemed like a good idea at the time. At one point, I thought I wanted to become an influencer. At one point, I thought I wanted to make a living off of YouTube. Most of the reasons I started producing YouTube content have evolved. Most of the channels I once had, I've now allowed to go dormant. This channel is one of 2 that remain. The other is my Rich Reese Bible Study channel, which I've been neglecting. This is the 100th episode of Rich Reese Adventure. The success of the channel does not match my original ambitions, but fits my current mindset on the matter. Here's why. Reason number 1, too much work. Nurturing a YouTube channel requires a very specific skill set and deep dedication. Neither appeals to me. I've seen the toll YouTube can take on those who are at the top level of the platform. Some of them seem happy in that role, but the relentless need to feed the beast would suck the joy out of life for me. As for making a living from YouTube, you know what would be a great way to make a living? Writing. I started writing in 1985, and it has been my primary source of income since 1991. I have a highly developed skill set and great dedication to writing. Fostering comparable development in another field seems too burdensome at this point in my life. My client work is fulfilling. As with any skill, writing is not for everyone, but clearly it's a good match for me. While I have no plans to stop writing, I would welcome income from YouTube if I'm honest. Although I no longer aspire to have YouTube as my main source of income, making a few bucks from it would be a nice perk. Reason number 2, generating YouTube content satisfies my need to create. I've always created stuff. For years it was craft items. I did stained glass, macrame, decoupage, woodworking, and leatherwork. Lots of leatherwork. For a time I made a meager living doing arts and crafts shows. But that's a lot of work and expense, and although I was good at each of those crafts, I was never exceptional at any of them, and, as might be expected, my income was similarly good, but not exceptional. I also viewed my '68 Harley Sportster as a canvas and repainted it every winter. My writing gives me some opportunity to create, but it's not creative writing. Mostly, I write what are called service pieces, how-to articles on everything from maintaining the undercarriage on a crawler excavator to succession planning for family businesses. Again, this is not creative writing, and anything I write that is overtly creative is dutifully stripped out by my editors. YouTube allows me to be creative, and adhering to YouTube strategies to satisfy the algorithm while hoping for dollars would, I fear, be as creatively stultifying as writing service pieces for clients. Instead, I just produce what I want. As to impact on audience building, which is a key determiner of income potential, most folks advise having a channel devoted to a single theme and, in fact, most YouTube channels with high numbers of views and followers adhere to this approach. But there are successful YouTubers who publish on a diversity of topics. Perhaps I'll be another one. Reason number 3, interaction with my audience. YouTube provides a weird, virtual kind of propinquity. Propinquity is the closeness among persons. It can be physical or psychological. While propinquity with our neighbors, family members, co-workers, and others sharing our political or religious convictions is easy to define, propinquity with a YouTube audience is different. I do have viewers who identify with a video I post. I get positive comments from them. But there are also haters in the world, lots of them, and I get comments from them as well. Then there are those with dysfunctional thinking. Their comments are clearly out of sync with reality. Sometimes I challenge their thinking, which usually leads to one of 2 outcomes. Either they go away, or they take some time to manufacture a refutation of what I say, and then post that dysfunctional thought as a comment. The resources are limitless when you make your arguments from statements bereft of factual support. If you get to make up what you say for the sole purpose of matching your predilections, you can speak nonsense ad infinitum. As near as I can tell, these are not bad persons, but simply persons enslaved to flawed cognition. Their faulty thinking is intractable, and I certainly have neither the will nor the skill to help them recover stable, rational thinking. I have the utmost admiration for therapists and counselors who do. And before you put in the comments that that's the way everybody is today, it simply isn't. There's a million reasons why this cannot be extrapolated to the population in general, and to do so is irresponsible and inaccurate. If you want me to do a video on why that's true, I'd be happy to do so. Just let me know in the comments. I carefully control my social landscape and have few such delusional persons there other than those who find their way to my YouTube channel. Being exposed to them through the comments section helps me develop my cognitive skills in ways I otherwise would not. I do get helpful criticism, of course, and several of you have helped make this channel better. I also get lots of positive, supportive comments, and I value each of them. So that's it. 3 reasons why I'm pleased with where the Rich Reese Adventure YouTube channel is as of its 100th episode. I'll continue to create new content because I enjoy it, and apparently my audience enjoys what I create. My sincere thanks to each of you who have subscribed to the channel, made a comment, or shared my videos with others. I appreciate this opportunity to create something. I also appreciate being appreciated. I'm Rich Reese, and I'll see you out there. Hi, Rich Reese here. I try to provide some lagniappe, a little something extra, at the end of each of my videos. It can be stills, can be outtakes, can be a crash reel, can be something. But because this is my 100th episode, I want the lagniappe to be a little something extra special. What will that be? We're going to walk through the tunnel at Clifty Falls State Park. They'll be closing the tunnel soon so the bats can hibernate in peace over the winter. So let's go ahead and take a walk through. Give me a moment, please, while I fish out my light. All right, here we go. Ceiling is quite low here. And so there we go. Did you enjoy it? Did you hit your head? This time I did not. I often do, but this time I did not. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the tour of the tunnel. I'm Rich Reese. I'll see you out there.